Hello everybody, this is Adrian for WapCar.my here to help you find your next perfect car, and this is the all-new Kia Carnival, an unrivaled MPV in the Malaysian market because the only other competitors are the Lexus G10 and Hyundai Starex, and neither has the talent to fend off this rising K-pop star. This is the 4th generation Kia Carnival, here to continue the success left by its predecessor, but the difference here is that now Kia is under a new distributorship, Dynamic Jaya Auto Sundaram Berhad, which is a subsidiary of Permas Auto. Now, I personally am very drawn towards the Carnival because a close relative of mine owns one of the previous generation 8-seater version, well, under my recommendation of course, and he absolutely loves the car. It's incredibly spacious, comfortable, practical, and most importantly, drives very well. The 4th generation Carnival builds upon the existing qualities of its predecessor but has added luxury into the mix. I love the front fascia, the imposing front grille, slim headlamps, as well as the coverless design on the front bulbs. It creates a little bit of a layering effect, giving you that 3D look. I love the side chrome strip around the window lines, adds a touch of premiumness on the massive side profile. The only letdown on the exterior front of this Carnival are the halogen bulb combination type tail lamps, which in relation to the rest of the car appears a little bit cheap. And when you get down from one of these, I'm sure no one will question your choice of a Kia over an Alphard, because just look at how majestic this thing is. All modern Kia models equipped with the Smart Power Tailgate function has this feature where you walk up to the car, stand for about 5 seconds, and the tailgate will pop out automatically. Saves you the hassle from finding the obscure tailgate opening button, as well as when your hands are full. As you can see, with the 4th row up, you get virtually no boot space. You have to fold the 4th row down just to get some decent amount of luggage space. Now, what I like about this configuration is that the seats fold into the car, so you get a rather flat load lip, makes it easy to load items in and out. Now, some of you may ask, isn't it better to offer the Carnival as a 3-row, 8-seater MPV, because even with the 4th row boot space is practically useless? Well, it depends on how you see it. You see, the reason for Kia Malaysia to opt for an 11-seater layout is so that they're able to register this car as a commercial vehicle, so that it entitles to tax exemptions by the government. And with that, you're able to enjoy a lower car price, better spec and better features. So I think that it's a worthy trade-off. Besides, if you really have no use for the 4th row seats, you can just leave it hidden away, unlike our My Sejahtera trace notification, which is impossible to hide. Inside, the Carnival adopts an island-style design where you have a massive center console separating the driver and passenger, just like the previous generation car. The instrument cluster and touchscreen infotainment system are connected by this single piece, creating like a widescreen effect. Very nice. Even though you don't get a digital instrument cluster, I personally like the analog instrument cluster because sometimes it's refreshing to go back to basics. Things that I like in here are the full screen Apple CarPlay and Android Auto projection, which uses up the full 12.3-inch screen, very nice. The super clear 360-degree camera view, wireless charging tray, rotary selector for the gear knob, as well as the Boss switch for the passenger seat. Interior practicality is superb. You got plenty of space to put your stuff around. Now, even though that these side door bins don't fit the large size water bottle, but you can just fit it right here in the center cup holder. Thumbs up. But my only concern with the camera of the Carnival are the rather large side mirrors, which can be kind of obstructive when you're trying to poke out of junctions. Now, the reason for this kind of vertically shaped side mirror is to comply to regulations, as well as offer a clear view on the roof line on this rather tall MPV. Imagine this when you have a tiang or pole dangling about, low ceiling. You want to see so you don't rear end into the top section of the car. Now, this design is quite evident in a lot of vans. But does that make the Carnival a van? get into the back seats of the Carnival, and I can understand why successful businessmen wouldn't pick this car over, say, a Vellfire, Alphard, or even a Mazda CX-8 or CX-9, because you just don't get that luxurious impressions in here. So, for example, an Alphard or Vellfire, you get the impression of a mobile business suite, because you get individual capstan chairs, premium touch points all around, very nice, very comfortable. But inside the Carnival, it's a little bit Spartan. Say for example, you want a center armrest, you have to fold the middle seats down, and it's hard and plasticky, not very ergonomic as well. You don't get much toys to play with. It's just not a very conducive business meeting environment. But for family use cases, the Carnival, there's just no contest. Yes, capstan chairs are very nice for grown adults, but let's say you have toddlers. Those big bulky chairs, if you want to attend to them, makes it a little bit difficult and inconvenient. And the center armrest here, yes, it's plasticky and whatnot, but let's say your kids are eating, having a meal, they just make a mess out of it. It's very easy to clean and very straightforward. Features in the Carnival are way more practical. For example, you get a button on the B pillar right here to operate the power sliding doors. Instead of having to reach out like this to close it, you can just press a button right here. My relative told me that this is his top rated, most favorite feature inside his Carnival. You also get a full length sunshade to keep your kids nicely shaded when they're having the afternoon nap, roof mounted air vents to keep everyone nice and chilled. You get amenities such as rear back pockets, cup holders, 12-volt sockets, as well as USB charging ports. Seating configuration inside the Carnival is extremely flexible. To get into the third and fourth row seats, you can just pull the lever here and the second row just slides forward. You can also fold the middle seat sideways to create a center walkway aisle, just like you see in bus cola vans. Passenger knee room can be evenly spaced out across all three back rows, and the last fourth row is able to accommodate an adult just fine. But that's it. I wouldn't recommend this for long distance drives, simply because it feels quite claustrophobic in here. The way you're seated, the windows are quite far from you and it's quite tiny, and when you have passengers seated in front of you, everything just feels very tight in here. And not only that, the seats in the fourth row are bolted on the rear overhangs of the car, so you don't get as nice suspension damping, so you get a little bit floaty, and the seats are really quite upright. So take it from me, short trips only. The Carnival is powered by a 2.2-litre turbo diesel with 440 Nm of torque, perfect for people carrying duties. The new 8-speed automatic transmission keeps the revs low and refinement high. It's also very responsive, always quick to find the right gears. Steering action is very nimble, not what you expect from this MPV with a long wheelbase of 3090mm. Now what this means is that maneuvering this Carnival around is very effortless and fluid. You get a very good sense of how and where to position the car. High-speed stability is stellar. Around the bends, it's also very planted and sure-footed. You get the sense of assurance akin to an SUV. And this is very important, because a good handling car means that your passengers don't get thrown around as much and don't feel bolty when taking on long-distance journeys. Suspension pliancy is also very impressive in the Carnival. Even with full load 11 people on board, it still takes the undulations very well. Quite impressive for a 2-ton SUV. Not only that, the cabin of the Carnival is also very well muted. Based on our WapCar NVH test, the Carnival registers 67 decibels at 110 km/h. If you're looking for a car to fit more than 8, the Carnival is a no-brainer because no other car on the market offers the same level of refinement and sophistication. For family buyers, I cannot recommend the Carnival enough because for slightly under 200,000 ringgit, you're getting a lot of car for the money. It comes with great practical features, spacious, comfortable, great driving experience. Yes, I understand that it doesn't come with the full suite of ADAS, only blind spot monitoring with rear cross traffic alert. It doesn't come with AEB, lane keep assist, nor even adaptive cruise control. But consider this, The next best thing that comes with full suite of ADAS are the Hyundai Staria and Toyota Vellfire. Both cost upwards of 350,000 ringgit. So there you have it, the all-new Kia Carnival. Is this the perfect car for you? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this. Well muted. I say 3-row SUV, sorry, 3-row MPV, 3-row, second and third row. Individual captain's chair